Yahyahyanne, yahnananne, yahne.
Good day, good love, good light, illuminators and way showers, and thank you for being with me again in this now. I'm Wendy Wolfe with Languages of Lights, and I am absolutely delighted to be again with my star sister, Dolores Amanti Alea. And we've done a couple, one or two other videos together, I think, in some of my Galactic gatherings. And for those of you who haven't seen them, Dolores and I met, it was March of last year, correct? In the
I believe so, yes, yes.
in the I did a global light language global gathering with Guillermo Bastos, and we got to meet amazing people all over the world, and one of them was my star sister, and it was like this immediate connection. The languages she speaks are so beautiful and so powerful, and I'm very excited to see now she's got a YouTube channel, so I will put the posting to that as well. The link for her YouTube channel is Dolores, and that's Dolores, Amanti Alea. And I have to tell you something funny, that I was guided a couple of days ago to grab this journal, and I was sharing a couple of things the other day in a video, and I came across a page in here, and I had forgotten. This I wrote probably in I don't know, maybe 20, let me see if I can find the date, 2015. Okay, so this is also from the same year that I started my YouTube channel, 4 years ago, 2015. I wrote in this journal as I was communicating with some other beings, and they told me that they were a new species, and they gave me all this information, which it's too hard for me to read right now. But after I finished writing, I started writing the name Alea.
You didn't tell me before.
I opened, see, I'm already getting goosebumps. So I opened up the book and I see Alea, Alea, Alea. And I'm like,
Wow.
okay, this is what I was talking about the other night in my video, that I get these names and then I meet people like years later. And I was like, okay, I have to tell her this, because when we met, you weren't even using Amanti Alea yet. You were
No.
using just Dolores.
Yes.
And then you started your YouTube channel, and you can also find her on Facebook. We'll put all her links there. And I am so excited to be with you again. After I look at how we've bloomed, both you and I. And it's funny because this morning, every day I asked my guides, what color should I wear today? And today all I could see was pink and rose colors. And look at the color of the book. It's almost like a pinkish purple, it's like, and I was like, okay, very interesting, that synchronicity that your name would be in this book. And I was told to wear pink today. So,
incredible.
So I thought that was kind of funny. Oops, I was just looking, here we go. I was looking how to get rid of this on my screen. Okay. And so I wanted to share that with you guys. And one of the things that, in addition to speaking light languages and singing light languages, Dolores also does beautiful galactic language artwork. And I've been doing the symbols now for several years. And when I started to see her artwork, I was just, and her YouTube channel, the way she puts together her beautifully done acrylic paint on a canvas artwork, and then photographs them, puts the music to the videos, and does an absolutely outstanding job of the alchemy of putting all that together, because that is one of the very things that my guides had said to me when I first started speaking languages. Take it to the highest level of your excitement that you can think to take this, and alchemize it with every single thing you can think to alchemize these languages with. So as we're putting together our artwork and the languages with the visual and the sound and the music, my whole body is vibrating right now, just the thinking about it. And so I'm just, it's entrancing actually, the combination. So if you wouldn't mind, well, first of all, I wanted to greet you in light language first of all. From the very beginning, we knew we were sisters across many stars. So if you'd like to respond to that,
Yes,
that would be awesome. Hi, Dolores.
But first, I have to thank you for inviting me and to say hello to everyone. Namaste. Yes, I'm very excited now.
Yay!
Okay. Lilo mahmakra awanaya kelea. Nihiana kadntalalea. Mahuane nekra antashoko nyama trona kehele. Nina keyo hanne keyo hananata klaranea. Mahuane ema wahakatona no yoho. Nihla akana ateyona ekwamamanaha.
Tuhano ku amayana kuwa kayatoa. Amahano malako ondo goyasana seto te yapaki umaru ku aishea. Inuhama iwa inane kuatuku apusata iluku apusha. Seno ama ayanari kolokoti aparuku sana shekola kotesa salakua.
Nihwaye ma antara nahlaro orokwaranaye. Nahramara arketernayate. Lila haya anakoto. Tahuane mahwa alara kentayo nihwane. Neya lehi kianaho. Niane amama amawa kantio. Nina leya. Yanta karaho mamawaha.
Natea sana seko kapohano barakashana se. Some ona kia sana se luku apogoya shana te I. Inama iwana kolaku onania shata iyo nene oha. Emma anina I utoa yanana she. Sa itaki ila kasona se.
Nuhara no. Nikara antia cantanelea. Nehuava mana. Kentara namahwa aran cantonoyo. Tira mawana antakalera antioko amianatakahe.
Misat. One of my biggest dreams was when I began speaking languages that I would meet others that we could share these conversations with. And I find the conversing in light languages, it's something I don't get to do very often. And interestingly, so usually I'm just speaking them. I don't always get the chance to actually converse with people. So for me, I love doing these kinds of gatherings where we can bring our galactic families together, and all of our guides, I can feel them right now with us. It's like I can feel them in my room, I can feel them in your room, and I feel the guides that you and I share with us here now too as well. How long have you been speaking light languages?
Speaking only 1 year.
But, really?
Yeah.
But so that just started.
I started to draw signs many years ago.
Okay, so you've been doing the drawing for a long time.
Yes, okay. Drawing and writing, maybe 8 or 9 years. I'm not sure. I don't remember when it started.
Right. Well, that's a long time. Okay.
Yes. But speaking a year ago.
Wow. So that's incredible. I was trying to remember if I was speaking them first or drawing first. I think I was speaking them first and then started drawing them, and I'm trying to remember which came first. So I've been speaking them probably, just a little over 4 years. And then I started drawing them probably right around the same time, before or after. So it hasn't been quite as long for me with that respect. Though I'm fairly sure, I know I've always been in constant contact with like my angels and my spirit guides. Did you experience that as well?
Yes.
Younger?
First, yes. First,
did you already feel like you were awake and connected?
Yes.
Okay. Because I always felt like everybody was asleep. Like, why do I see all this and nobody else sees it, you know?
But when I started to write or draw signs, I didn't know that it was light language. I thought some strange and beautiful signs, what it is, and I left it beside. I didn't know it was light language.
So now that you've discovered that, did you discover it was light language by seeing that other people were doing it too and calling it light language?
No. For many years, I was listening to Judy Satori and her
Oh,
light
yes,
language.
that's right.
Yes.
Okay.
And I know when I started to speak, I know it. It was no. I wasn't sure. I thought, is this light language? Yes or no? And Mike at Veka confirmed, yes, it is light language.
Yeah,
it is light language.
It is.
Yes, and yeah.
I knew right away when I started drawing the symbols, I knew right away that they were galactic light language symbols, only because I had already been familiar with Bashar and the serious sacred circuits. So I already understood that idea of sacred circuitry and symbols and what they can do for us and how they activate us. So I already sort of had that idea. So when I started channeling and when I started speaking languages, the symbols started flooding in. I literally have pages and pages and pages of them.
When I started to draw, right, I knew only that that's something from above. What? I'm not sure. Yeah, I know it's something from above.
Exactly. That's how I felt. Do you ever feel like you hear information about the origins of the information? Like, oh, I feel like this is from the Sirius star system, or I feel like this is from this. Do you ever get a sense or an understanding or a feeling of maybe what they're saying or conveying or where they're from?
From beginning, no. But now I can feel or sense that because there are many dialects of light language.
Exactly.
When I speaking one dialect, I somehow know that Arcturus. When I speaking some other dialects, oh, that's land beings, that's serious. But I don't have yet. I don't know what will happen tomorrow. I don't know yet from with whom or from where I'm speaking.
Exactly. And I experience the same thing. I do get information though. They will give me information. They'll give me names. But you know what? Sometimes it's not about that. It's because there's so much information, even just in one symbol. Well, that one symbol could be an alchemy of maybe a whole bunch of different civilizations. We aren't really sure, but that's the information I receive, is that they're multidimensional. Sometimes it's a collective.
But there is something else. When I'm speaking light language, sometimes I sense that I am that one we call others. I am all of them.
Yes, that's exactly how I feel.
Like I'm embodiment of landings, of actor, of
yes.
That's
exactly how I feel, and I've never been able to explain it. That like, you can have one whole page of stuff and it could be from all different places. I mean, it could be, and then sometimes they do tell me, this is this council. They'll tell me what they'll tell me sometimes what the information represents, but sometimes they don't. It's just,
I know.
Sometimes I'll be drawing and I get emotional. I cry sometimes when I feel like they're telling me their story, and I feel it in my heart, even though I don't hear it in words. It's like I'm absorbing their whole world.
Because you are them. We all are one.
Because we're all one. Exactly. And this is what I truly believe. people like you and I who are so passionately guided to share this information. It's to help us all understand that we are all connected, and there, that this is all of this could be my fractals of me talking to me. It could be the oversouls. It could be mine and your connections. I mean, you know, we can only go by what we're intuitively receiving about what this information is, and then just to be guided how to share it in its most exciting way that we can. Now, Dolores and I were talking earlier that my house is under renovation, and I'm in the process of also kind of building a little studio for myself, you know, to do videos and actually do my, you know, painting. And so we were talking, when did you actually start painting on the canvases, the symbols and the paintings? When did you start doing that?
Last year.
Last year. So this is all really kind of since you and I met, because this is all new. I mean, the stuff I'm seeing you posting and putting out there is phenomenal. So I thought it had only been like since I met you.
I have drawings of signs and symbols from earlier stage, but these big paintings.
So would you mind very much standing up and showing your latest piece? It's very large, you guys. It's 120 centimeters. It's 47 inches wide, so it's pretty large. So she's got to kind of stand up for us to see it all.
There's not enough space.
Oh my God, it is just so, it's so activating and so beautiful, and the colors and I'm absolutely absolutely in love with that. You know, you and I might need to talk about how much you want to sell that to me for.
Later, okay.
And yes, she does sell her artwork. Do you do, or would you like to do, if you don't already, like commission where somebody asks you to do a painting for them, a galactic painting? Is that something that you would be interested in doing? She says yes. Yes. Why, yes, I would.
Yes, so fun.
So that's awesome. So you guys, I'll put the links, and then you guys can contact her however she decides you want to contact her. I mean, because this is just, I'm literally buzzing from looking at that painting. And when I look at the way you take the paintings and put them with the videos, and, you know, and make the video out of it and put the sound and the languages, I'm just like, it's it's disturbing. I mean, not in a bad way. It's like so activating. And this is exactly what when I first found all the other channelers and people that were just starting to do light languages, like Wendy Kennedy, Vanessa Lamorte,
Jamie Price.
Jamie, yes, and Brad Johnson was one of the first ones that I
Satori, yeah,
started doing the symbols and the light code symbols, and right away, because I have very close connections to the Sirius star system, so I connect with, you know, Bashar and deeply with that and Adronis, that Sirius energy. I have a Sirius counterpart by the name of Helix. I have these other fractals of myself that are, I've even seen hybrid versions of myself in the Sirius star system that are not even human. They're like aquatic kind of beings. I've even seen myself, and this may sound strange, but I've even seen myself as like a canine kind of wolf, sort of a being. This is what also helps us unlock these light codes. These things that we're drawing and painting are to help us all unlock our own multidimensionality, so that we can start to experience all these other parts of ourselves that have been locked away from us because for all kinds of reasons and beliefs and things that just no longer apply in this reality. They just don't. And so for she and I, who are so passionate about sharing this, I truly believe that it helps us all unlock those parts of us and look at how it's activated you just in the last year. And tell me how you feel. And in general, while you're painting them.
Almost the same as when I'm singing. It comes through me. When I'm standing in front of my canvas, I wait. I don't think what will I write or what color will I use, or no, I don't think at all. I just stand and wait, and when it comes, I let it.
It's channeled.
Yes.
And let me tell you guys something else about alchemy and energy. That when you're painting and you are channeling that information, because you're not, and this is exactly the point I wanted to make about these symbols. I do not sit down and go, oh, I'm going to draw some symbols. What should I draw? It doesn't work that way. I all of a sudden hear my guides tell me, like, or I'm just guided, go pick up the pen and they tell me what colors, what pencils, which ones to use. They tell me to use marker, or do I use colors, or do I use my pencils, or they tell me what to do. You know, they guide me as to how they want to communicate the information, and it's channeled. So what's interesting about the alchemy is, as they're showing me now, because you speak light languages also, that information is actually literally going right into the painting.
Yeah, I know it. I know it. People recognize it also. And
Yep.
every time I want to paint something, maybe I saw in my meditations, or something I found it's nice to paint, and I started to paint. Every time I have to repaint it because it was not what they or my higher self wants to draw or paint. That's very interesting. Funny.
Oh, that's gotta kill you. That's just gotta kill you to paint over it.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, really?
I'm listening. Okay, tell me. Okay, this color, okay. This
That's
size,
kind of
okay.
how it is.
This form, okay.
That's exactly how it is for me. You know, once we let go, it's not about giving up control. It's about allowing our higher self to drive.
Through us, yes.
That's all it is. And I wanted to say too, that one of the things that you and I've talked about is the physical distance between us and people, and how the internet has brought us together. And I just wanted to let everybody know that if you're physically in Croatia, here I am, so blessed to be here in the United States and to be able to have this beautiful conversation across the world. And this is one of the reasons why too it's so challenging sometimes with our schedules, because we're so far apart in time, because she and I are what are we, 6-7 hours apart. So it's evening for her, and it's still, you know, earlier in the day for me, early in the afternoon for me. So I wanted to just mention that too, that getting together physically and seriously, if any of you guys are seriously, if any of you guys are in Croatia,
Seriously, yes.
you know, please do find her on Facebook and her YouTube channel, and let her know that you're out there, because this is about connecting too, you know. And one of the things that I have been so, and I say this all the time, but the biggest blessing I've ever received through beginning to speak light languages has been this opportunity to reach across the continents and to be able to, we are so much more the same than we are different all over the world. And you begin to understand we really are one. We really do have the same stuff, the same stuff. It doesn't matter what your house looks like or what your yard looks like or where you live or how you live. It doesn't matter. What matters is this connection, this contact, this sharing. And I love how you're even more open actually about sharing your stuff than I am. I mean, and
I'm not sure for that. I'm not sure.
And I love that you are that way. I love that. I see her posting here and in this group, and I'm just like, that's amazing. You know, I love that. And that's what this is about. It's not about, it's about connecting. Because as soon as somebody looks at our artwork or hears our languages, and as soon as they relate to that, there's a connection. There's a family connection. There's a, oh my God, I've known you all my life, and I forgot that we didn't know each other. You know, it's like I remember you. You know, it's like, but I've never forgotten you. It's such a strange feeling.
But it's at the same time, it's very good feelings. Yes,
it's a very good feeling, and that's how I felt. And I think we both did. That's how I felt that first night. You know, in the global gathering, it was like as soon as you started speaking, it was just like the radar went off, and I was like, I need to know you. Her.
I need
to know her. So yeah, we connected right after that. And so, and that's really the joy and the beauty of sharing these. And the more we share them and the more we are guided to share them in all these different ways. Look at all the beautiful, beautiful galactic artwork that's out there now. It just, there's, and Nalini, she's another one that has always done gorgeous artwork. So it's about, it's also about, as I was talking about last night too, in my anniversary video, it's about the intention behind it also. It's all about the intention, because energy doesn't lie, and you can't hide one. And I know you know what I'm saying, because when it's as you said, I step before the canvas, or as I sit and I hear my guide say to me, there's something we'd like to share. And I sit down and I wait to turn on the camera, and I commune and I say, what is it that you'd like to share today? It's not what I want to share. But it's an alchemy. It's still an alchemy. It's still our blended energy. And there's a specific frequency and resonance that takes place, an alchemy that happens when we commune with our guides and we create a new thing. Because as soon as you or I speak the languages or write them and share them, it becomes a new energy. It's now their energy and my energy together. And when we share them with an intention of purity and of the intention to share the idea that everything is harmony, that everything is light, that everything's that we can access anything, do anything, that nothing there's nothing we're incapable of doing. And I think that all of that gets transmitted through the paintings, through the languages, through the symbols.
There are many information and vibration through all of what we are doing. Many
Yes.
information about our that we are one, about our authenticity, about that we are capable of doing everything, about love, who we
About
are,
love.
about love.
That's,
And the
I'm
first
glad you said that. That's what people see when they see the artwork or when they hear the languages. That's what they recognize. They recognize the chord of love. They recognize because it's also a chord that we all share. So that's what we're recognizing in the light languages, like reading between the lines. It's like the chord that's between all of the sounds. It's the one chord that we all relate to. It's that chord of unconditional love. And people recognize that in the artwork.
Yeah, yeah. Light language goes directly on to the heart.
Exactly. There, like you said, it
bypass mind. Yes.
This is the mind. You do not sit and think about, what do I want to say? What do I want to say?
No,
what do I want to write? What do I want to paint? It's not about that. It's about actually surrendering that and letting that go in order to clear the path.
Yes.
And I truly believe that these symbols and these light languages help others do that. They actually facilitate that.
Yes.
And those who are, and those in the world who are looking, asking, even if they aren't doing it consciously, those who are asking from their heart space, I want to understand more. I want to understand, how am I connected to everything? How can I accomplish this? And how does that change how I live my life? I forgot what I was going to say about that. I was like, oh.
May I something?
Yes.
Nah mi waka antiana naha. Nah vara antoro. Mara kre entaye. Nah kliara na yeho. Miatara nakayo. Nah kla naya tehe ikomama nahaye. Yehor nama kentanana. That was confirmation of what you were. Yes.
Yes, Otoshe. That they just told me that too. They said that's why you couldn't think of it in English, because it needed to be said in light language so that it would bypass the mind.
Yes.
See how we.
Very good.
That was good. I was just like, as soon as I thought it was gone. It was like gone.
Internet connection isn't very good, but those kind of connections are very good.
Well, that's okay.
Okay.
So cool. But it was such a good point I wanted to make. See, they keep telling me, see, it's not about you.
And it's not about me. It's about all of us, yes.
It was kind of along the lines of, when someone looks at these images, these paintings, or listens to these languages, and they relate to it, it literally opens up these doors within them to experience themselves in a whole nother way. And because it's a frequency, the only ones who are going to see those paintings or hear those languages are the ones who have been energetically sending the information out, and then their guides point them to you, point them to me, and by them actually even accidentally coming across the video or the post on Facebook, whether it's for the first time they've ever seen light languages or they've been watching them, it's about the frequency and the information contained within the light languages that their guides have said, you need this key code now. And that's why they're guided to particular people speaking different languages. And just as you mentioned, all the different dialects of galactic light languages. Well, can you guys only imagine how many dialects there are within the English language and every other Earth language? All the different dialects, even just in someone's own neighborhood of their own language. And now multiply that out by an infinite number of beings and races and stars and planets, and now add in non-physical beings. We can't even, so if somebody says, well, what is the exact translation of that? It doesn't really always work that way. Now we can get packets of feelings like you and I just did, where we were like, that's exactly what that was what they're trying to say.
Sometimes it works, but sometimes no.
But sometimes it doesn't. And it's our human need to know that actually blocks us from receiving more.
Yeah.
Because we say, well, if I can't figure this out and I don't understand it, then I can't let any more in. I don't, instead of allowing to say, oh, wait a second, my guides brought me here for a very good reason. I should trust whatever that is and whatever it is that I'm supposed to embody in this now. And as I've mentioned before, every single time that, and I wonder if this is the case for you as well with your own artwork, I can get something different every time I look at a page of symbols, even my own. It's like,
yes,
I get some different information every time I look at it. And even if I did it 2 years ago.
Yes. We have to allow ourselves to let allow what want to happens. Let be still and see, not only with your eyes, but see with your core of your being. Allow to happen whatever want to happens. My English is not perfect, but
No,
you understand me, okay?
No, you actually speak much better than you think you do. Much better.
Thank you.
I'm amazed too. I wanted to tell you how even we understand. Oh, it's funny too. Look at the one. I just realized the page that I opened to says 11, 11, 11, and it has a key. And this, what did I call this one? I need my glasses. Oh, the essence of 11. And it was, they were showing me how, you know, the master number 11, how it's spelled ELEVE. So that it has all these layers in it, but the fact that it starts with EL is the idea that it's a master vibration number from the El, the Elohim, the mirror of God, the beginning, 11, the first reflection. And so it's very interesting how, and then even the word 11, they showed me when you spell it, it also spells Elven.
Nice.
So I was like, oh, aren't we clever humans when we designed our languages so that we would give ourselves clues?
Did we design our languages?
Well,
that's a question.
Well, maybe on a higher level.
Who knows?
Who knows? But so I find it fascinating how many of us, as more of us share them, how many more people are doing it, how there's so many now. And one of the things I love doing the most is doing these videos on my channel and doing these galactic gatherings, as you know, is because that's part of one of the things I was so excited about doing when I started speaking languages, was meeting other people who do it too, and then doing it together.
Yes.
And I wanted to say, that's what I started to say earlier. You physically look different than the day I met you.
Yeah.
Oh yes. It's almost as if, no, it is not almost. It is. I know this because of how we shift through parallel realities.
Okay.
I'm literally seeing in front of me a completely different, higher vibrational version of you
Thank you.
than when we met. And I can see it visually in your physical features.
Thank you.
Completely. It's
What did
almost
I,
as if, no, go ahead.
you write a few days ago on one of your posts? Do you remember? Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Almost the same, but in other words. Okay.
Yes. Isn't it funny that I'm just hearing now, they said to me, it's because you're becoming your true vibration. And when we're in the astral, we are literally like the perfect version of ourselves that we created for ourselves, without no disease, no nothing. We are our like perfect image of ourselves. And as we follow our bliss, and this is one of the things that I also learned through Bashar, is that when we're in our bliss, when you're painting, when you're speaking languages, when I'm speaking languages, when we're channeling, when we're doing the symbols, when we are literally not physically aging. And as we become more and more embracing our true vibration and acting on our highest excitement, which is interesting because, where did I put it? Today's date equals 12, and the Sirius sacred symbol for 12 is act. So when we are acting on in our highest vibration, we not only stop aging, we literally start looking younger. So there we have it.
So 24.
So guess my age, everybody.
24/7. Speak like this.
Exactly. Yeah. So everybody starts speaking languages 24/7 so you can get younger. The side effects of light languages are anti-aging.
Yeah.
Huh.
Okay. Little joke, doesn't it?
Hey, I bet you it's true though. I really feel like it's true. I do. My guides are saying, you guys laugh, but it's true. Gee, I wonder, I'll have to go back and look to see if do I look younger than I did when I started speaking languages 4 years ago? We'll have to test that theory. Si atoso te korean baria sono ila korea samorio sono te isa. Se koreana I tupo oro koshana seke se motori ke la ndere lombriano sono dia bajajana ke I tore zbrijona korea kia la kera konia baria sono korea ke kia son se la kia la more shekila ke se sela ila kaboka shiana sala korea tokea la keisha son sea ala kora la perianto kia la cosa no se de kisha ter kikora la seki siano bora kaleokora sheshani tara kilama kora lse so shena kiare so te go
so
ahead.
Fun. You are so fun. I can speak just a moment. Ikea, lahla kunna neglera yana mahwa ke eleyo hawa nyakete erla. Marwa harkra arnateye. Mara erakra yerite tarna. Lehlakra amayono, mahmakwe eyanana he. Yina hatie karamayono ho. Yina hamataro kanana he. Yi antara clarayo mihuana etaye. Nihne eteke ash antiarano. Mima mahamaka alareyana. Yana kontono anayana heke erlierana. Nihe mama makwa ananayoko. Mawa eila lahleo eila la maharanake eila la eyena kanta nono yoho Tvahana antravavahayate. Leila Haranan Cantonola Amreyana Amrehuakarana Hoyakel Eleyate Eleya Lichliena Ni Mama Hamareleran Cantono Yoho Ni Yahwa Amaran Kalareneheya Mawane Tra Antoyo Tiha Mahwana Mahalaranka Tinaye Kwakwana Etarnayaka Nah.
Shiana kiatoa. Haniawa inawaki ewa sapa ewa hinoa ikiwa urushana te ebelakania. Haniawa inoa kuaku nandi akoraku wamashita elakania ko lakabores no de akorabakoshe. Senatira koriambakoshe na telekia to kolakumora kashina te elakwa. Lehelo kona variando samakoya ko ambakoshe na telaki. Wahawu amiana kolako yako yanin yara koleoso to boga yishanana. Senoniamo kuapokoya nanagua goshana de lagoya bagora kakiara. Lekero. Setore. Sanekoliano niapokora kashana setesha kayuna. Teatoya. Menoako. Neshoa. Nenoakora. Nenoakalakis. Zenotoakala. Nea koala se. Sono koala shoa. Ne malakona. Lena sashashea. Sino koala ko. Shono koala kasea. Nina kwa. Nina koala konea kwa. Shina koala.
Yehna ante tarnai. Amma wahnenehi arna hen tarawwana hokohi mawahama teknaha nyahanderanaka lehla yeke ho mahama yetentara eva haya nehikitaya no hokoko mahwa mahantara klaranahayo Mewa mahan taranana ke taranahaya na kanana ko lahle arana man kanana yehe iwa hamana kantarana yehe lahle lahamahi yanahata hangandan dan nanginunan yarga anya handangan din daruna naman ni yaka nihar ne yakan tan ding dan nana yaka he yele hihile haya na kendra awana mahwa nan antawana hana no hatake
We thank you and greet you, ancient ones. This 2019 equaling the number 12, equaling 3, the combining, embracing of the body, mind, and spirit, and acting on your highest passion, your highest desires, removing the masks, seeing the illusion of fear. It's time to act from this place, this space, this sacred place inside of you that burns with passion, awaiting to burn through the veil, to see its own reflection through your expression. For as you create in any way, you create an alchemy. It is a reflection of the expression of your source light. And when you do not share your pure gifts and abilities with the world, you cannot see your own reflection of source. It longs to be seen. It longs to unveil its mask.
Many are waiting for us to open, to hear and to speak, to connect with each other. Many are waiting, many from above and here on earth. We are waiting, they are saying to me, we are waiting. Come enjoy in love and unity. Come enjoy Taharnaya. Taharnaya larana antavara yonoko. Taharnaya, we are waiting for you. Marne kalar anteya. Anteya ni hatera na yo kamanahane. Weyo hamane, weyo. We are waiting you with open hands and open hearts. Larn kantavaranaya. Lanta karne hetayano. Entayano, come and join. Tihara united. Tarmane katarnaya. Lera yana kedelera, rach rantaro, rach ramerkea, rach kranahantayo, rach ne etrala ranakayo. Yeva hama mahwa kantarana. You can do it all. Marna kantayo, tehara ara enete, etera enete, mio mamatara, ke ata atanaha.
Niatoshekia. Mia sotoshemi kila kantia sonotera sanatoshema iwa. Mia wahuna kia. You are each very powerful in your own right, but together, the light has never been seen as it can be when you shine together.
Yeah. Ya kantiena, tilla layet kantiena, nana he, nach,
I've just always felt such ancient connections with you. From the moment we met, I could feel as if it went back to time, like the beginning of time. I don't know how to explain it.
And that what just happened. Wow.
That was extremely powerful.
Yes.
Extremely powerful. Yeah, koya. No hero koniaba kore kishano se sata sumoro koshana sala. Mohero sonoriando korambare sanase. Kayanta shanasete ishana sola. La korea shanatera kese. I needed some water. Yasoto shokolianta.
Yes.
Nikara sonosoteshe likira sonose. So we are approaching, or we're at about our hour or so. So I was like to close with a couple of light language blessings. And I think really my main intention for these blessings would be for each and every one of you and each and every one of us collectively to receive exactly what it is that we need in this now, for whatever it is that we need in this now to act and take that next step forward in our highest joy and excitement, and realizing that fear is just an illusion, and that in the fear itself is the excitement inside of you, that light inside of you saying, let me shine, let me out, let me see myself in your reflection, and let you see your reflection in what you've created when you let me out and let me act. And is there anything you'd like to add to that intention?
No, it's enough. Thank you.
Yes, Satashe. Onayo lona he no yalo kunua ne alaki nura malaki onu hama inaya hi Nole akushana hilaki ilaki hama selati nishimi kiana sona salaki sono soa inato isha seno somale amarokoa letele nima ia naika sono toyeshe imalo amora lekele la so somoto mokoro sheno shewa o makela kete talia so no she imaloama la ema ama alata shakia la stosea digo okea la seno somashe lete kupate aso blo shanatea mashoko lashea la liato la kiasa la mianoma la teorashuku sashe zabujanateja zazianotera majanate jalianaha. Your angels are always with you, for you carry their light within you. Neashokoya. We are with you, children, children of the sun, children of source, children of light. You are the children of love. Nashiakotoshe.
Tlanahayo, Tanakaya, Nehueno, Tantaranahayo, Tankanaye, Tanka Aternaya, Ewanakanaye, Yahuana. Thank you.
Neatoshe.
Thank you.
In divine gratitude, my dear sister, thank you so much for sharing this day with me. Nyakosha Natela. And would you believe it's exactly 111 my time? And with that, I say good day, good love, and good light to you all.
To you all, okay. Enjoy.
Namaste, Mahala.